Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Now here's Hauser. From downtown, it's hauled in by Houston.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
To the inside, here's Smith. Houston needs to get off a shot to snap the cold streak. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. There's a minute 40 left in the half. White with it, and it's Şengün picking him up. Back to White. Left side, Brown. The three is up. Again, the miss by Boston. The Rockets trail. Outside Eason. The three from Thompson. Tatum pulls it in. Boston on offense. The kick out to White. Pass to Tatum. Here's Queta. Now Brown. Guarded by Durant. Clock at 4. Puts it up from 15. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Now here's Şengün. Now Hauser. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Tatum. There's the three. Hauser can't get it to go. Back comes Houston in transition. Here's Smith. Outside Durant. Inside. Here's Şengün. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Boston out in front, up by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Queta. Shoots over Şengün. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Durant with it. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Queta no good. The Rockets on offense. Here's Smith. A quick shot there. It's off target.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Pass to Tatum. On the wing, Hauser. Here's Queta. 6 to shoot. Here's White. Eason pulls it in. Thompson left side. And here's Eason. Houston working the ball around.
And the number 3 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Smith Jr.'s ceiling is considered to be very high.
Houston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That one's off. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. Pass to Şengün. Back to Durant. And here's Şengün, defended by Hauser. For 3, Durant. Tatum pulls it in. Boston trailing. Brown. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Brown's got 8.
Look, Tatum draws so much attention. Someone's bound to be open.
Pass to Smith. Outside Eason. Thompson Thompson outside. Back to Eason. Durant with it. Now guarded by Brown. They grab their own miss. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. There's a resemblance in Alperen Şengün's game. Coach Udoka said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Şengün acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar. Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Back to you.
He is on the rise. Thank you, Allie. Here's the break. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Houston. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Thompson outside. Durant for three. Doesn't go that time. Boston leading by 3. It's Brown on the breakaway.
Well, that's a shot where your coach is saying, no, 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 and then, woo.
Pass to Şengün. Now here's Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Şengün. The 3-ball. Sinks it from distance. It's now this quarter.
They're calmly knocking it down. Şengün looks zen-like at times.
Back to Vucevic. It's rebounded by Şengün. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Houston. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
And the Celtics in possession here. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Back to Tatum. To the middle. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Back comes Houston in transition. And here's Durant. 12 points for him. For the lead. Tatum pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. 2 minutes. You just missed it.
On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Vucevic. The kick to Tatum. Yes! And the foul! It goes on Kevin Durant.
The pure skill and agility of Tatum on full display. To be able to beat the foul and still get his bucket.
Boston shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Stan, looking back on the 2017 draft, at the time, you believed Jason Tatum was the best prospect.
And with hindsight, BA, that seems obvious. But back then, Markelle Fultz was the consensus #1 pick. Credit the Celtics for trading back and getting their guy.
Down low. Here's Thompson. Can't connect from short range. Celtics lead by 3. Over to the left wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Vucevic. Pritchard from deep three-point land. That three's off the mark. And it's Houston's ball. And here's Durant. Jacks up a 3. Not going to go that time.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Here's Gonzalez. Off target from three-point range. Thompson with it. Pritchard picks him up. Pass to Şengün. Şengün, the screen. Here's Durant. Houston with another miss.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy. Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Celtics out in front. They lead by 1. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. The Rockets trail. Now here's Durant. Pass to Eason. Could take the lead. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside Pritchard. Back to Vucevic. Fires the 3. Bowser can't get it to go.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Thompson. Outside Durant. Pass to Eason. Back to Durant. Goes up with the strike. Here's Capella. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, look at Capella getting very physical. He's not afraid to take a hit while going for a bucket.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. That one's no good. And more of a rotational player at this stage. Clint Capella still does a few things really well, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., he makes a difference as a rim runner, crashing the glass, contesting shots. He is a valuable part of the rotation.
Right side Green. Here's Shepherd. Shoots over Pritchard. And it's Shepherd missing. Outside White. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on.
The Celtics making a switch here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
Nice ball movement by Boston. It's Brown on the wing. And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
Houston leading by 3. Now Thompson. Pass to Shepherd. For 3. That shot, no good. To the inside. Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Outside, Green. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And the Celtics in possession here. To the paint. Here's Queta. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Here's Shepard. Here's Okogie. Tries again. It's deflected. Now the Celtics on the move. Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Celtics making a change here. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
All right, let's go some love. Everybody right here.
The Rockets trail. Thompson outside. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Here's a pass to Tatum. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Brown looking around. 5 to shoot. Shoots a 3. Brown sinks it from way out.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Now Durant. That misses.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
White with it. On the wing, Tatum. White outside. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it. The Rockets trail. Puts up the tray. Oh, Durant. An absolute sniper.
And that's big-time stuff from Durant. He loves being the guy to take important shots.
And that basket is good.
Well, he's never fazed by those big moments. Tatum with a big hoop right there.
Outside Durant. Fires the 3. The putback. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
A monster bucket from Şengün. This team needed those points.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Here's White. From deep. Rebounded by Smith. A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Durant. He launches. Oh, it's off.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
White outside. Launches it from deep. Şengün pulls it down.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
Durant. Oh, Oh, the long ball, no good. Here's the pass to Brown. Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Şengün! The three is off. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie...
Who going up tonight?
Don't bring your friend if it ain't gonna be a. Won't pretend ain't gonna lie, I'm tryna some. And I see you're a sweet one. You're a freak, the demon, and I'm just one more body. I don't really mean none. I take control. Call me remote if I push one button. If I don't do nothing, I do the most. I wanna know who get you tonight.
I see what's going on. Don't be all confused and shocked now. Yo, I'll be out what it is, huh?
The Gladiator.
You already know, Harlem to Jersey.
Like that.
They be mad when the street winning, it don't matter, we gon' keep on winning.
We gon' keep on winning.
They be mad when the street winning, it don't matter, we gon' keep on winning.
We gon' keep on winning.
They be mad when the street winning,
Yeah.
it don't matter, we gon' keep on winning.
Yeah.
They be mad when the street winning, it don't matter, we gon' keep on winning.
Hey, look, 20K on a Monday morning. 20,000. We ain't the same cause your Monday's boring. I was stuck in the rain, now there's money pouring. Devin Booker, man, I'm out here scoring. Bad Ryan Passy. That didn't get grabbed me. Neighbors asking questions, probably think that I'm an athlete. Like I been it, probably think somebody tagged me.
Look, I needed bands, so I drew up a plan to feed the fam. No Peter Pan, it's my chance. Out of town going ham to be the man. Understand, had to put on a show. It's on demand, I don't dance. I let the diamonds do that. When I'm shining, move back. This be making need no man popped on the scene. He keep paper like copy machines. These Freddy Cougars ain't stopping the stream.
Not at all. Like, stop playing with my this rap, man. I could 50K on my watch and another 200 when I left the lot. They couldn't picture me like this, but now they ask for pictures. I was broke, now I'm not. Got a crush on them when it's ain't safe for your babysitter.
We gon' on site. Oh, you a change man?
the thing to figure it out. That's what I'm about. Her figure, her mental, her morals, her mouth. Figures were hidden to me, 3 women to figure it out. Fluid, there's never a drought. So much on your shoulders, you got so much on your mind. Wanna smooth it over, but you always on your grind. Stop taking advantage, start taking your time. You can't use the peace of mind. So much on your shoulders, you got so much on your mind. Can't use the peace of mind. Stop taking advantage, better start taking your time. Can't use the peace of mind.
It's an All-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Celtics come into town for this one. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Now here's Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Clock at 2. Goes up on the wing. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Edgecombe, no good. And here's Boston. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
To the paint. Back to Maxey. The rebound by the Celtics.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Pass to Bona. 76ers moving the ball around. That misses off the backboard.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
Now here's Tatum. Here's Hauser. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, I love the way Paul George fights for position on the interior.
Boston trailing. Outside White. Outside Tatum. White looking around. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Kevin?
And Allie, thanks so much.
Gentlemen, that is about through the foul. Now you get the old-fashioned three-point opportunity.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the game. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Here's Pritchard. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Boston making a switch here.
Boston substitute.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Maxey looking it over. To the middle. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Here's Pritchard. Scoreless thus far. Clock at 6. Here's Walsh. Boston again missing. The 76ers leading. Maxey in the corner. Right wing. Uncovered. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Back to Gonzalez. Boston, no good that time either. And the 76ers with possession. Here's Maxey. And Vucevic pulls it down.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Maxey into the lane. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Outside, Gonzalez. Vucevic down low. Pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Walsh. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Back to Maxey. It's rebounded by Walsh. Outside, Gonzalez. And Pritchard launches it from deep. And a closely contested, grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now, you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Pass to Watford. Back to Drummond. Stolen by Tatum. The finish. Jason Tatum making sure of that one.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
And White slams it in.
Don't sleep on the athleticism of Derek White. How fast did he get off his feet to punch that one home?
Pass to Drummond. Plays it up and banks it in.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, the Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you, Kevin.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And it's Hauser in the corner. Pass to Tatum. Back to White. Five on the clock. Here's Brown. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Right, sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Pass to Drummond. Drummond, a screen. In the corner, it's Watford. From outside, off the mark. Celtics leading by 5. Brown, right side. Now, Hauser. Offline with his 3.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Oubre on the wing. In the corner, Drummond with it. White with the defensive effort. Now, Hauser. Nothing on the board. Now the 76ers on the break.
Kelly Oubre, because of his athleticism, he can swipe it at any time.
Brown with it. Pass to Hauser. Brown deciding where to go with it. Left side, Tatum. Here's Cada. Boston, no good that time either. The 76ers trailed by 3. And Greg with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being. Perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returned.
Celtics leading by 3. Brown wide open. He fires. Boston again missing.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Drummond a screen. Back to Grimes. And it's all evened up. Grimes has got 5 points in the quarter.
Grimes can be hot and cold, but boy, he gets that bucket down from 3.
And here is Tatum. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Pass to Drummond. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, this is where Drummond does the vast majority of his work. He's got a lot of moves in the low post.
White goes in. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Pass to Pritchard. And stolen by Drummond. One-on-one fast break. Oubre. No one around him. A three-pointer is right on target. Oubre's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Philadelphia?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
It's Grimes on the wing. He has 5. Oubre, good. Oubre's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, Kelly Oubre Jr. can play with confidence on the interior, and that's a result of his vertical.
Outside, White. Back to Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. 11 feet away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Man, this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers on top as they wrap up the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they joined talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story.
There's a good screen. Maxey attacking.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Pass to Tatum. Back to White. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Brown outside.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
No doubt, Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a three-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Brown. Embiid with the steal. Now Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And how about the raw athleticism of Edgecombe? He gets to the rim with ease.
Here's Hauser. Right side Tatum. Out to White. Back to Tatum. Clock at 4. Shoots over Edgecombe. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The 76ers leading by 7. For 3. Drills it from outside. Edgecombe got 5 now.
And when Edgecombe is this set up, he usually is good to go. He'd rather shoot off the catch.
Here's Banton. Up top, Tatum. And that time, also a missed shot. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Down low. Here's Barlow. Vucevic with the block.
Boy, when Vucevic is in that area, he's capable of sending it back.
Now, here's Brown. He's got 6. Back to Vucevic. Lots of room. The 76ers leading by 10. Pass to George. Again, Philadelphia.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
From deep, Maxey. The rebound by the Celtics. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you guys.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Celtics trailed by 12. Now, Tatum. Tatum a screen. It's Brown with the drive. 5 to shoot. To stop the drought. Banton's shot is off. Dash to Edgecombe. Here's Barlow. The shot from the low post is good. Barlow's got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers. Brown outside. And Bona with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
The shot by George, no good. Celtics trailed by 14. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Tatum. Inside, Tatum.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior, yes, sir.
Out to the wing. Here's Bona. Outside, George. And Boston with the rebound. Hauser with the ball. Still yet to score. Here's Banton. Takes it inside. And stolen by Maxey. Oh,
goodness. And keeping those hands active in the passing lanes, Maxey turning defense into offense.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers on top. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The 76ers leading by 14. Now Grimes. Inside. From deep. The rebound by Queta. Pritchard with the ball. To the inside. Pass to Shireman. Shot clock at 5. Here's Queta. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Edwards. And Shireman pulls it down. Celtics trailed by 14. Gonzalez's shot is off.
Oh, he had all the room he needed, just failed to convert it.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Garrett White.
Down low. Here's Grimes. Bank shot. No good. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Queta off on the layup. The 76ers leading by 14. Pass to Grimes. Here's the teardrop. And it's good on the layup. Grimes has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Philadelphia. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Pritchard. And Tatum slams it home.
I love the Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
Pass to Watford. Back to Grimes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Boston with the rebound. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 2.5.
For the Celtics, Nikola Vucevic.